created this 2D illustration by Andrei Prokopienko in Blender. Let me show you how. I extruded vertices to create the rocks on the mountain range. I filled the shapes and beveled the vertices to get a nicer look. I cut the objects with the knife tool to separate the different colored parts, so I could apply different materials to each segment later on. To make the clouds, I used a different technique. I drew them with a curve. To make this frame, I extruded a circle and cut out the clouds with the knife project tool. The only 3D object in this scene is the lighthouse. I modeled it quickly. I added columns using a circular array. I beveled the cylinder to create the top part. I put every layer in the right place and changed the camera to orthographic. This way, the scene looked completely flat, just how I wanted. Let's start with the sky. I used the gradient, and to make the sun look not so out of place, I mixed it with a spherical gradient. Much better. I added stars using a Euclidean Voronoi texture, subtracted it with a noise to make it more random. Then I combined it with another Voronoi texture, but this time it was set to Minkowski. I adjusted the exponent to a lower number to make this curve more exponential, to the point that they were gone. So I brought them back with a map range node and made them sharp with a math node set to greater than. After I added color to them, I combined the stars with the sky. Let's continue with the color bending effect. I used the spherical gradient on a plane and selected the sun as the target object. This way, the gradient follows the sun's location, and because of that, you should put the plane and the sun really close to each other to make the gradient show up. Imagine this like you are moving a 3D sphere through a 2D plane. The gradient is the cross-section, and the sun is the center of this sphere. Got it? Cool. So, bending effect. Connect this gradient to a math node and set it to snap. I played with this value and put a color ramp here to customize the distance between the circles even more. I put these nodes in a group so I could add them to the clouds as well. I then added colors and mixed it with the transparent shader. To make it gradually fade away, I plugged the bending node group into the factor, and voila, color bending. I added the previously created node group to these clouds and put them in the same location as this plane, so the circles stayed continuous. I made it pretty with colors and some cute stars. Lovely! These clouds were a bit different though. I made a similar gradient as before, but it's smooth. Then colors, stars, and on top of it I added the bending effect. This way the outcome is much smoother. I'm gonna continue with the lighthouse. First of all, I added a principal BSDF, and to make a toon shader, I connected it to a shader to RGB node. But to see the effect happen, lighting is needed. So I added two suns and changed the world to dark gray. The lighthouse looked better this way. Then I added colors to make it pretty and multiplied it with a wave texture. The light beam was quite simple. I added an emissive cylinder in the middle and some cones with various sizes on the sides. As for the material, I used a simple gradient setup which got more transparent towards the end. I changed the blending mode to alpha blend and checked show backface for a better result. Okay, the next thing is the water. It's made up of three parts: base color, waves, and reflections. First, base color and the sun's reflection. I combined a few gradients to get this look. You can do it, I'm not going into details. But the sun's reflection is really interesting because it's procedural, so I'm gonna make it from scratch. First of all, apply the rotation and the scale of the plane. Start with a simple gradient, then add the math node, set it to absolute. Now the gradient is mirrored. Add another math node, change it to add, and connect the Z to the value. Let's rotate it by 180 degrees. To make it look curved, put a math node here and change it to power. Set this value to something like 0.4. To make it look like a reflection, let's distort the coordinates with a noise texture. To do that, mix it with the texture coordinates and set this to linear light. This way the distortion doesn't offset the original shape. Scale is 0.1, detail is 0, distortion is 1.4. Not much is happening, so add the mapping node and set the scale on the z-axis to 1000. Now it looks cool. Adjust this factor to a lower number. Move the whole thing up till its width matches with the width of the sun. Make it look better with some color ramps. Animate the noise to get this cool waving effect. Great! I multiplied it with a gradient to make the bottom fade out, because it was too long, and I connected it to an emission to make it brighter. I then combined the gradient and the reflection with an add shader node. Second, Waves. I made this shader on a plane. It consists of two things, color and mask. Let's start with the color first. I stretched a Voronoi texture and connected it into a white noise to make the colors a bit more random. Then I mixed it with a gradient to make those lines brighter, which were closer to the sun. I added a noise texture and colors. To make it look good with the environment, I made a few gradients. I wanted to customize this part, so I texture painted it to black and white. This way, I could change this color anytime. I mixed this whole thing with a transparent shader to make it blend with the water underneath it. Let's continue with the mask. I started with a stretched noise texture, multiplied it with a hand-painted mask and with this wave texture. Then I added a color ramp to customize its look. I animated the noise to get this cool effect. The hand-painted texture is really powerful because you can paint the waves where you want them to appear or erase them completely. Third, reflections. I duplicated the objects and rotated them by 180 degrees. Then I used different gradient setups to make them look like reflections. Are you still watching? You're awesome! You get a bonus tip as a reward. Let me show you how to add this bird really easily. Download the stock footage of a bird from Pexels or Pixabay, but make sure the camera is static. Green screen footage is fine too. Look at him go! I like this one. We're gonna turn the background black with some AI magic. Go to runwayml.com, not sponsored, create a green screen project. Add the footage, select the bird, and boom, it's masked. Hit export, change the color to black, export mask, and go to the assets page. Till it's exporting, check out my Patreon. Look at my goal. Tutorial series. Wow, we're nearly there. Consider supporting my work if you want to get access to this project file or previous ones, full-length Twitch streams and 3D assets. When the video has exported, download it and import it to Blender. Add the color ramp and adjust the sliders till the bird is completely white. If the background of the footage is green, use this node setup. Great, we have a mask. Mix an emission node with a transparent shader and connect the mask into the factor. Change the color and place the bird on the rock. Cute! You're still here? You're amazing!
Amazing!
Today is your day. Here's another bonus tip for you. As I mentioned, I beveled these rocks. To keep the corners clean, change the material index till it looks perfect. For other great tips, check out this video if you haven't already. If you have, watch it anyway.